Supreme Court right now, I think there is a consensus on one thing, and this is very important to remember, and that is that there is a distinct federal role with protecting and preserving the national parks. And this, I believe, is a bipartisan consensus. I want to tell a little story tonight, and I hadn't planned to do it until I was with some of you last night, and I learned about the Mather Mountain Party theme, and this is about some legislation that NPCA, which does so much, the National Parks Conservation Foundation Association does so much good work, but this is a relatively small bill that they're supporting that has I think, direct relevance to tonight's event because of the theme, and also because later we'll be celebrating Park Ranger Shelton Johnson, who does a terrific job in a very important park in California. It's a story about a guy named Charles Young. And Charles Young was an Ohioan. He was born into slavery in Kentucky, and he rose to become the third African-American graduate of West Point, the first African-American officer to command a regular Army regiment, and the highest-ranking black officer in the regular Army. He was also the first African-American National Park Superintendent. And as commander of an Army unit assigned to protect and develop Mather's Sequoia National Park and the General Grant National Park in California, it was Young who led the efforts to protect the parks, completed the first wagon road into Sequoia, and built lasting relations that last today with the local communities. So Colonel Young's story, as it relates to our national parks, I think is relevant to what we're doing tonight. It's also crucial to our modern-day park system. It was highlighted, as some of you may recall, in Ken Burns' wonderful PBS documentary. And I've introduced legislation, again, supported by this association, which authorizes the Secretary of the Interior to conduct a special study to determine the suitability and feasibility of designating Colonel Young's home in Xenia, Ohio, which is already a National Historic Landmark, as a unit of the National Park Service. So, how neat to make that connection. If you're in for a treat when you